All right. Finally got my broadcast working.
Afternoon baseball now from the home of the Reds since 2003. Great American Ballpark. Today we've got a matchup of playoff hopefuls in the same division between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Cincinnati Reds. It's Reds baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. James Big Daddy is on the mound for the Reds in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
It's pretty easy to see why this guy is one of the top pitchers in all of baseball. He has a ridiculously good whip. How about under .5 on the season? Do you have any idea how hard that is to do that? He's nearly impossible to reach base on. He doesn't walk hardly anybody, and he's awfully tough to get a hit off of. One of the best pitchers in the game of baseball.
Here comes the first pitch. Fouled away. And guys, these Reds, as they enter play here this afternoon, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty V. I think one of the toughest things, D-Row, is to keep playing with this sense of urgency. It looks like they're playoff bound, but the thing is, you need to keep going and not take your foot off the gas pedal.
Yeah, you need to be rewarded for the marathon. That's exactly what this team has done. They've already clinched a playoff berth, and now they get ready for the sprint. Try and find a way to get healthy, but not lose focus.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Wow, that's the way to kick off a day at the ballpark right there. Leadoff hitter, and he puts the pitcher on his heels right out of the gate with a leadoff double. It's hard to get settled into a game as a pitcher when you're dealing with a runner in scoring position one batter into the game.
Here's Ryan Braun now. As he'll watch a knuckleball that dances its way in there for strike one. In his career, Braun begins play with a slugging percentage north of .525. Certainly a line he can take pride in.
I guess he's really trying to measure that fastball in his first at bat, but you really never want to put yourself in 0-2 count if you can do anything about it.
And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base. With that, here's a look at the Brewers starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
You always have to look out for a guy like Joey Votto. There are certain things that jump out to you and say, this guy's having a great season. Not a good one, but a great one. I look at the runs scored, and he's already scored over 100 runs this season. That's a great season. Only a handful of guys can put up numbers like that each year.
Peraza backs up and takes care of it. 2 away. In is Christian Yelich. He's hitless in the first 2
I can't believe I got the first batter to hit on me. I never do that.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a knuckleball over the outside corner. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Carl Dixon.
Dan, this is an offensive player's dream to have Carl Dixon behind the dish. He is tight on the corner.
He is, D-Row, and listen, he makes you bring the ball into the strike zone. Normally, high scoring a game when Carl's behind the dish.
And Iglesias will put the squeeze on this one to retire the side. Next for Milwaukee, Mike Moustakas. Power a big part of his game as he enters this contest, number 5 in the National League home run race.
Yeah, he's blasted 4 home runs in his last 10 games, too. And he's got that power stroke working right now.
This guy's an absolute nightmare to opposing pitcher. Power to all fields, and he'll take that ball away and drive it for opposite field power.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Popped him up. And this is taken in for out number 1.
Okay, here's how the Reds are lining up in this one. And let's spot shadow outfielder Odubel Herrera. One of the best first steps in the game.
Odubel Herrera.
A ton of ground.
Gotta
Speed
love
is
a name like
this
that.
guy's calling card, but do not sleep on the arm.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. He's hitting .333 in the series, 2 for 6. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. And
are you fucking kidding me?
Hey, not an easy thing to do right there, D-Row, with that stacked infield on the right side. To hit it through where the shift is, have to hit that in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, he found a good result right there, Dan. Pitcher actually executed right there. Got him to hit it where he wanted to. Put good barrel, good contact on that ball. Was able to find a hole.
Digging in now for the Brewers, Yasmani Grandal. His home run total sits as the 8th best in the National League entering play.
Yeah, and he's really put together a great season in the power categories. I know it's not over yet, but I'm excited to see how he finishes down the stretch.
D-Row, what's been amazing to me is how consistent he's been through the beginning of the season, and that where we're at right now. Expect him to finish the season strong. He's having a terrific year.
And he fouls this one off. No score here as we play inning number 2. High pop-up. Barnhart is under it, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning. So a runner at first with 2 away, and in steps the lefty power threat Eric Thames. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. And prior to the 0-2, a move to first, and the runner back easily. Shaw leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch, and it's fouled away. And now the knuckleball in there. Strike 3 called, and the side is retired. So now the Brewers pitcher, Brent Suter, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. In there at the knees as he offers a strike to the leadoff man. 0-1. He's fit to be tied after that one. It's 0-2. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss there as the breaking ball takes care of him for the 1st out.
God.
He's looked great on the bump the first few innings of this game.
I hate stomach
pain. I think his ability to change speeds effectively has been a big reason why. That was a good change of speed for the strikeout there, and I've seen a lot of hitters look pretty off with their timing so far.
Now batting, shortstop, Orlando Arcia.
Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. Hit line at first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Digging in, Ryan Braun. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. And that misses for ball 1. The 1-1 home. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. The 1-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. And we are tied 0-0.
God damn.
The pitcher, James Big Daddy, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation. So let's see if that is indeed on right here. From the stretch. Oh, and he turns on this fastball and sends it out to deep left field. And I would say he got just about all of that one as this ball is gone.
There we go. That's a good way to start off a damn game.
It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 4th home run for him on the season. And it's given Cincinnati a 2-0 lead.
Take the game into my own hands.
Yeah, he had the right idea, trying to bust him inside. But that pitch caught too much of the plate, and he took it deep for a 2-run homer. That was a nice swing of the bat.
Ready for another chance? Joey Votto. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Line drive to center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the Brewers get their leadoff man.
God damn it.
Hey guys, he's got to be shaking his head right there on the mound.
Doing pretty bad.
Everything he wanted to.
A lot worse than I normally do.
Breaking ball below the zone, and he's able to dig that out for a base hit. He has to be frustrated right now.
Here's the 0-1. It's a first. He's got it. The second for 1, but they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first. Stepping in, Mike Moustakas. He popped out in his first trip. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Pretty unusual that you see a 5-0 hitter take 2 strikes in a row. Typically, those are some of the most aggressive batters in the lineup.
He throws him on the fastball there. Mike down for out number 2 in the top half. And that's by him. It's 0-1. Both clubs with 3. 0-2 to Travis Shaw.
You know, the old adage is you never throw a lefty down and in because their ability to turn and burn, and this pitcher's taking that to heart. He is throwing everything away right here.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Popped him up. Barnhart has a play. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Fuck.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fouled off. Bounce to the right into the loaded up infield. Peraza takes it in, and the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Now batting, Eric Thames. First time up, he went down looking.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets to 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
First offering on its way. Fouled away. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Tried to go with the nasty backdoor breaking ball right there. Good job by the batter to take that pitch, work the count even.
Scooped up on the backhand. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now. Settling in now, Brent Suter. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
No runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. 1-2 to the Brewers pitcher. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Gone in order are the Brewers. They trail things here 2-0. Ready to take his hacks again, James Big Daddy, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
And that's been the entire offense so far in this one.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run.
Let's go.
It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. His second home run of the game, as the Reds have now taken a 4-0 lead.
Well, this game is definitely out of the norm from this guy. I mean, his ERA is in the 2s, and they're just hammering him all over the yard. That
now back to the top of the Milwaukee order, digging in Orlando Arcia. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1. So digging in now, Ryan Braun. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. And that one right down Main Street. And that misses. 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A ball and 2 strikes now.
You know, if a knuckleballer's in a game this late, he's got a good one working. He's been able to
or he's put up 2 home runs.
It's been dancing, occasionally mixing in a fastball. He's done a nice job.
Now here's the pitch. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Now another 1-2. And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now, just rearing back and letting it go. And it seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
Joey Votto is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. The 0-1 delivery. Down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Grounder down the line at third, but this will wind up.
I didn't know where that went.
0-2. The 0-2 once more. Another one sent foul. 2 out, nobody on.
God. Going high.
The next 0-2. And he fouls this one off. The 0-2 once more. Stays alive, still 0-2.
That's it. Curveball down and out.
Another 0-2 coming. There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out right now. Not everyone will battle like this with 2 outs and nobody on.
Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2. High in the air out to center field.
Thank you. Finally got something that he didn't swing late on.
And that ends the inning. Nothing across here this half. Ready to take his hacks again. James Big Daddy, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. Yanked hard, but foul to the right. 0-1 count, and the pitch. This is line to left. Catch is made in medium deep left center. Here comes the runner for the plate. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Boy, this one looked like it was headed for extra bases off the bat. Instead, a line drive bullet caught in the alley, but he does end up getting a sacrifice fly.
Leading off the inning, Christian Yelich, and they'll need him to get something going here.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one. Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
And it's fouled away.
Damn it.
And a big cut at the breaking ball.
Got
It
him.
comes up empty, and that's the first out. Coming to the plate now, Mike Moustakas. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Right down Broadway that time. Strike one. One out, nobody on. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far. Stepping into the box, Travis Shaw. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. First delivery to him on the way. Knuckleball upstairs, dangerous pitch taken for a strike. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Oh, a tough pitch to lay off that time, but he got away with it. 1-2. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Now at the plate, Yasmani Grandal. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
That's
The
taken.
lead I
Now
gave
it's 0-2.
myself? I have gotten every run on this board. Except maybe one. I think we've gotten one more run since then.
Now, oh my, this ball is crushed. Look at it go.
Oh, there goes the shutout.
To lead off the inning.
Well, they're not there yet, but a solo homer to lead off the inning will do wonders for any team's confidence. We'll see if the next few batters can continue the comeback effort here. Just need to string some good at-bats together now.
Eric Thames is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. And he'll lunge forward to make the catch for the first out. Ben Gamble will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 16, Ben Gamble.
Now a ball lined to the left side. But this will be a foul
They're
ball.
power hitting now.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now. High in the air out to center field. Pereira is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. So 2 gone now in the Brewers' half of the 8th. And up next will be the shortstop, Orlando Arcia. In there, 0-1.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire. Ready once again, James Big Daddy. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned the chance to take this at-bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager.
A fucking sidearm?
He's been exciting to watch.
Ooh, I don't like
He
these.
really have this crowd behind him the entire game.
I don't like these pitchers at all.
The 0-1 behind 0-2 now. Line drive to left. And that's in there. Base hit. Dietrich rounds third and is digging for the plate. And they've got the runner hung up between first and second. The run scores from second. It's now 7-1. And now he'll try and scurry back.
Fucker didn't keep
Off
going.
the top of the ninth, Ryan Braun. And they'll need him to get something going here. Beaten into the ground over to first. Dietrich gloves it. As we take a look at his numbers, a couple of things jump out at you.
Definitely, man. He's been throwing it by guys the entire game, but that leads to some high pitch counts, and that's the case here. After that hit, you have to wonder if he's starting to get a little bit fatigued.
Yeah, and in today's game, everyone seems to want to err on the side of caution in terms of pitch counts. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2 fouled off.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
As we take a look at his numbers, a couple of things jump out at you.
And here's the thing from a pitcher's perspective.
All right, well, all the way into the 9th inning.
Guys came away with the victory and look on to the next one.
7-1 the final today. The Reds led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered.